Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have some incredible products under $5. It took me a moment to round these up. I know I recently posted a best under 10 for fall, and I really wanted to do one under 5, and I managed to really pull out some gorgeous fall colors, from polishes to lipsticks, liners, a little eyeshadow, everything under $5, which really impresses me because I feel like over the years, like things do get a little bit more and more expensive, and you're not really left with much to choose from. But these are incredible items, and they're gonna help you get a nice fall look. So we're kind of keeping in a theme with color as well. And I think we should just hop into what I'm wearing on my lips right now. So I have actually been trying on a bunch of lip products today. I didn't start out just with this one. I do want to make that disclaimer. But I am wearing something from Hard Candy called Cashmere Silk. So what I'm wearing on my lips today is the shade Tartufo. What? Tartufo. What does that mean? Hey Siri, what does Tartufo mean?
An edible fungus, especially the white truffle.
Oh, it's also an Italian dessert. Ew. Okay, well, that's the color I'm wearing today. I think they were probably going for the Italian dessert and not a fungus. So this is the shade. It is stunning. It is very thick and gel-like without being sticky. It's not overly gloppy or glossy, but it does not dry down completely matte. It's kind of a hybrid. They wear for a long time. They do stain your lips a little bit. So when it's gone, you have just kind of a kiss of that balmy color that's not intense, and it's not drying on the lips at all. It's just kind of still there even if you're drinking and eating. So I do really like these quite a bit. I'll show you the other shades that I have. I've got Biscotti, which is a perfect fall shade. It is like that warm, kind of caramelly leaning orange shade that I think is really interesting and really pretty, with like a chunky sweater, minimal makeup, and kind of like doing the matchy thing a little bit. I like it. I'm into that. I also have the shade Macaroon, which really would be very matchy to the sweater that I have on at the moment. But these are great. Hard Candy makes excellent lip products. They're not hyped up enough in my opinion. I really love their lip plumpers, which are over $5, but I've talked about a lot of their lip products on my channel in the past. These are just the newest thing that I am into. So let's move from lips to cheeks for a moment, because this could be an underrated video at the same time as like under 5, because these have been around forever and ever. And I recently pulled apart my blush collection. I was like, man, I have like all pink and peach, pink, peach, and I don't really have too many colors that go with fall makeup, which is what I've so been into right now. And I was looking at all of these, and you know, I love a good Covergirl blush. Some people don't like them. They have a very nostalgic scent to them. The way that they are put together is probably the crappiest packaging on planet Earth. I mean, the little guy that you get in here is just, it does not work. Do not even try to do that. What I recommend when you do use this product is to go in and tap your brush, but kind of move it around and kind of try to coat the brush evenly as best you can. Tap off some of that excess and then go in. I am wearing this today and I love it. This is the shade Deep Plum, and it has just kind of like a little bit of iridescence to it, but it doesn't make my pores look any bigger. I'm always amazed by that with these products. I also have Brick Rose, and I think this is Rocking Rose. I will put them in the description box below. But Covergirl blushes, man, they wear a really long time too. They go on so nice and smooth, and the colors do lean really nicely into that like cinnamon, plummy kind of a thing versus just all bright corals, bright pinks. So if you can get past the fact that the packaging is awful, the brush is awful, you don't get a mirror, and just get into the product itself, I think you'll enjoy it. They're like $3.50 at my Walmart, so you can't beat that price. And I definitely think they're worth a look if you need a fall blush. Okay, back to Hard Candy. We have a 12-hour wear liner that is in a rich, deep espresso brown that I think is so good. Now, I realized that I did not own one single brown liquid liner when James Charles was over and he did Taylor's drag makeup when he did that transformation. I'll link that below. He was like, hey, do you have a brown ink liner? And I pulled open my drawer of like 5 million liners, and I'm like, hello, I don't. Like, that's so weird. But it made me feel like I needed this in my life. So anyway, long story short, I kind of went on a mission, and this one is nice because it does not bleed, and you guys know I'm really picky about that. It almost looks black, but it has this nice warmth to it that just really, really works. It doesn't crumble, it fades slightly, it doesn't hold up the full 12 hours in my opinion, but it's $4.99, and for the color application and the fact that it does not bleed, I am really into it. Let's go back to lip products because I forgot to tell you what I lined my lips with. And please do not judge me. I know I just decluttered and I only kept 20 lip liners. I'll link that video below as well. But I did realize that I had this in a bin of new Wet n Wild products to test in my closet where I kind of put things together for future video ideas. So I was trying this one out and I really love it. Now I don't know like in the long run if it's going to snap off or dry out quickly because I have not been using this one for very long, but it is literally $2.50. You can't beat the price. This is the gel lip liner and it is in the shade Lay Down the Mauves, and this color is stunning. It really goes with like all of your fall lip needs. So I wanted to tell you guys, if you need something that is kind of a mid-toned mauve color that will go with all those deeper shades that might not be like rich berries, but you want something that's not coral, peach, pink, you want something with this undertone, this is a beautiful, beautiful color. It's very, very smooth. And you know, it kind of jumped out at me when I was thinking of everything under $5 that I think would impress almost everyone. Before we get to some eye and nail items, I do want to show you guys the colors for fall that I'm loving from Wet n Wild. So these are the liquid cat suits. I did a dedicated video, gosh, like in springtime, it'll be 2 years ago. I did a full day wear test. I went to Gen Beauty. I just really put it through the ringer. And on the other side of that, I was like, hey, for $5, this is doing better than a lot of my higher end liquid lipsticks. So I've been a fan ever since. I have run into a few issues with select shades not having the right pigment or consistency. So I don't want to say that the whole range is like super incredible. It does jump from shade to shade. So make sure you're going online, seeing swatches, reading some reviews. They do not all sadly perform the same. So this one right here is one of my favorites. You can see like that is very rich and opaque. Something they state online is that this goes on glossy, it dries down matte, and that is very, very true. I prefer that to the more spongy, fluffy liquid lipsticks because those ones I feel like I make one false move and it's like kind of moving outside the line. So I really love this kind of a liquid lip. Make sure you have given your lips a good scrub and put on a light lip balm would be my advice to you guys because it will dry out your lips a little bit. You can see this is drying down pretty matte already. I want to show you other shades that I'm into. They have 20 shades total available. Toffee Talk is gorgeous. If you like this kind of a thing, and I have to be in like such a mood and really pair it with the right makeup for this to look remotely good on me, but if you're into this kind of a color, which can look stunning, this one is a great formula. We also have this shade Behind the Bleachers. I really enjoy this one. It's like a nice deep red. It's not too bright. It's like kind of the perfect fall red. And then we have one that I don't like because we had to throw an oddball in here so that I could show you. So Video Vixen just does not go on as like you can kind of see. It's a little patchy. So when you're working with a darker color that gets just a little bit patchy like that, it can be difficult to go and layer on top. It can look a little heavy and I don't like that kind of a thing. And so for that reason, I'm not into this shade. I also want to give another mention. I know I talked about these in an underrated video, but I do want to show you guys these really quickly because they are still available and they are so, so gorgeous. So the Wet n Wild Color Icon glosses, I have the shade Fly Girl right here. These are just like really juicy and they have the right texture. This orange one right here is super unique and stunning. And if you're into that kind of like orangey, like look at that. Is that not so, so good? And then this one right here is also gorgeous. Shut the Pluck Up. This one, again, very nice, juicy and opaque. I'm gonna put that one on right now just to show you guys. All right, I kind of crazy overlined my lips today. Try not to judge. I know, we're big hair, big lips. It's happened and there's really no turning back. But isn't that nice? Like, it's just like a really pretty color. It's jelly, it's shiny. I'm gonna put another one on top of this. This is called Sagittarius. So I wanna show you they also have kind of their version of a lip topper. It's not as intense, but they're still pretty. I mean, if you want a like lip topper, you're gonna have to spend a little more money. But if you just want a little extra glitter and reflectiveness, then these ones right here are super incredible. I have the shade Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, and Sagittarius. And then for just the glosses themselves, I really love the shade Aquarius, my sign. And then Aries is a gorgeous, really deep, really dark, vampy gloss. I don't always like glosses that are this deep and dark, but this one is very, very pretty. I also wanted to share with you something that I'm using from Catrice to prime. And this is one of those targeted primers that has a doe foot applicator on it. And you can actually go in your smile lines and kind of like do the little pat it down kind of a thing. Go right here in your chin if you want, just to kind of fill in. If you don't want a heavy primer everywhere on your face, this is a really, really great item. You can take it up on the eyelids. You can kind of pull it through your crow's feet if you want to tap and smooth and blur. I really like this if I'm not going to be wearing heavy foundation, but I still want a blurring effect on my face and I don't want to do the full press in with like Tarte or something like that. And foundation does go on really beautifully on top of it. I have a couple of lashes. You guys know that I have super been into the $10 lashes from Flutter Lashes. So if you want to splurge and you want to jump a little bit, you know, deeper in the wallet, I really, really, really recommend those. But I did find at Walmart a few pair that I had not tried before that I recently put to the test and really, really liked. So the Blooming Lash from Kiss, this is a multi-layered lash. Now, what's cool is some of the lashes kind of swoop up a little bit and it gives you this very open kind of flirty look to the eye. It's very wispy but has volume at the same time, and that's why I love this. And then I was shocked that I actually do like e.l.f. lashes. I've never liked their lashes before, but this style is really, really nice. So this is a kit where you actually, you get this little guy. I would not use this, you guys. Like, this will ruin your whole thing because it really just gets in the way, in my opinion. So just discard that, my advice. You don't have to take it. But these lashes are great. Trim them up a little bit. I like to trim the outer on these because I find for my eye shape, it gets a little long on the edge. I'm actually wearing Ardell's. I didn't want to change them out because I had already put them on. I believe those are under $5 as well. I will list everything that is on my face below in the description box. We also have some polish. So I am wearing the shade Friendship from LA Colors Color Last. Now this says it lasts up to 10 days. It doesn't. It will chip. Not right away. You get a decent wear out of it. But if you're aggressive with things like me, opening boxes, using your hands or using your nails as tools, which I'm so bad about that. Like, I'm always like scraping at things and I wonder why my nails get chipped. But if you're careful with it, it's a nice gel kind of thick texture to the polish that it lasts a nice long time. Now the brush is one of those kind of short and fat brushes. Not everyone loves that. I like it out of convenience. It helps me to paint my nails really quickly. And this is a very opaque shade. That's why I like this one. It's not thin. You don't really have to build it up much. You could get away with just one coat and be fine. I'm gonna quickly touch on 3 of these Sally Hansen Extreme Wear polishes that I love. I've talked about this a bunch before. It is Retrograde from Sally Hansen. This is the Extreme Wear, $2.99. I also really love Mauve Over and Bare It All. So you can get really great polish for just a couple of bucks. You don't have to spend a ton of cash on polish, especially if you're changing it out quite a bit. Then these 2 from Sally Hansen. This is a fast dry. It's a little bit trickier to work with, but I just really love the shades. This has that really thick brush, so be mindful of that as well, but really opaque, really creamy, gorgeous colors. And I love the shade Taupe to Go and Sandstorm. For the eyes, I kind of struggled, you guys. Like, I was trying to find great eyeshadow recommendations. Everything is pretty much over $5. So I am gonna share with you that this little quad from Wet n Wild, I would grab this because these 2 shades right here just have this nice kind of tone. And I love that orangey shade. It's just like the perfect fall color. So if you wanted something fun and you're not someone that spends a ton of cash on new makeup, but you wanted like that fiery, fun, pumpkin spice type of a look, copper kind of a look, I love it. So this shade is worth the whole thing. The larger one over here is a joke. Like it just does not, it doesn't show up at all. Like I'll go really hard, but it doesn't really do much for me. The transition shade, I don't know, like it's just not warm enough to go with the other shades in my opinion, but it's not terrible. It's actually surprisingly pretty easy to blend and build up. And then from Hard Candy, this is $6. It's not great, it's not awful, but I wanted to give you guys something if you needed it. If you needed kind of fall metallic shades and you wanted to spend $5, $6, you didn't want to spend, you know, $5 on, you know, a bunch of different individual shadows. You kind of just wanted to grab something like this to play with. There are shades in here that are decent. They're pretty chunky, but you know, I'm just gonna share it with you guys because I tried these recently and you know, some of it impressed me, some of it didn't. It has that kind of dull metallic kind of look to it. Some people enjoy that. If you're a beginner with makeup, you might like that it doesn't look so sharp and blinding and like, whoa, pigmentation. You can kind of get that nice wash and build it up. There is not a matte shade in here, so that's a little bit of a drawback, but these are pretty decent for the most part. And I wanted to just share that with you guys because it's only $6. I've tried other of their 10 pans that are brighter and they're horrible. So this is the first one that I tried out that I was just like really attracted to these colors. So we're leaving on kind of a, it's kind of good. It's kind of, I don't know. Anyway, you guys, good things under $5. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have found other brands out there that have products that are under 5 or under 10. I am always looking to try those. I want to do more full get ready with me, just drugstore videos. I want to keep a good balance to my channel. I really try hard to do that, you know, reviewing higher end products and also bringing to you guys things that I've discovered that work that you don't have to go and spend a ton of cash on. So yeah, that's where we leave it. I love you guys so much. Be sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications, and that means ringing the bell that I think is right here or here. But ring the bell, make sure that you do that so that you get all of my videos. I am here Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. PST, and I hope you come back and hang out with me again soon. All right, I love you guys so, so much. Go and have a good one, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.